The following program is brought to you by Comprehensive Financial Consultants and CFCI, which is solely responsible for its content. Securities are offered through J.W. Cole Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC. Investment advice offered through CFCI and J.W. Cole Advisors. J.W. Cole Financial, J.W. Cole Advisors, and CFCI are unaffiliated entities. The opinions expressed by the members of CFCI and their guests should not be construed as specific investment, legal, or tax advice. All economic performance information is historical and not indicative of future results. Investing may involve the risk of loss of principal. Any tax advice on this show is not intended to be used by any person for the purpose of avoiding U.S. federal or state tax. Penalties that may be imposed on such person and each listener should seek advice from their tax advisor or legal counsel on topics that arise from the show. The representatives of CFCI and their guests are not providing legal or tax advice, and nothing should be considered as a solicitation or an offer to buy securities.
Hey everyone, Happy New Year from the crew at Comprehensive Financial Consultants. It's 2024, believe it or not. I want to do a little kickoff video to start the year. I'm going to welcome everyone once again. We've got Jared, we have myself, Josh, Wayne, Ryan, and Doug Hughes, all the financial advisors, sans Angela here at the office. So I wanted to first kick it over to Doug and have him give you a little bit of a year-end market update and review and an outlook for 2024. Duggar?
Yes, well, I think all of us recognize that 2022 was hallmarked by the fact that both the stock market and the bond market were down in tandem, double digits. Fast forward, to 2023, and you saw a significant run up in the broad markets on the equity side of the world, and then the bond markets gradually came up as well, still recovering both sides. What we do see at the end of 2023 is hopefully a recovery back to where you were before, as we all are wanting to be there. But that's what happened from 22 to 23. 24, we see that the markets could start out a little bit wobbly, as they already have. There's a lot of debt. We just crossed $34 trillion in debt. A lot of concern about the future in an election year. But one thing you should know is that we are constantly reminding ourselves that your allocations in your portfolios should be aligned with your goals. And so as you look forward in 2024 to your reviews with us, know that we know where we've been in 2022, we know what happened in 2023, and we're looking forward in 2024.
Thank you, Doug. We appreciate that very much. Asset management, asset protection, a lot of things to think about as we roll into this new year. Wayne, down on the right-hand bottom, talk a little bit about some of the new contribution limits for 2024.
Yeah, let's talk about retirement plan contribution limits. This is going to be 403Bs, 457s, 401Ks if you're a private employer. They're getting a grow up this year. So the max contribution for 2024 is now $23,000 for everyone. It's a $500 increase over last year. And let's talk about our season savers, those people over 50. There's what's called a catch-up contribution. And because let's face it, experience deserves rewards, right, David? And so
on the screen eligible for catch-up would be me.
So if you're over 50, you can toss an extra $7,500 into that retirement pot of your 403B, 401K, 457 plan. IRAs, Roth IRAs. This is outside of the employer plans. Let's talk about these things. They've stepped up their game too. So the new limit for everyone is $7,000 this year. And if you're over 50, you can throw an extra $1,000 in. And I'm going to talk about my financial crush here, the HSA. So the HSA has also increased their contributions for the year. A single person can put $4,150 into an HSA, and a family plan, you can put $8,300 in. And if you're over the age of 55, you can throw an extra $1,000. Now, I've got a pro tip for the HSA. I've been telling everybody I talk to this. Think of your HSA as kind of like a fine wine. It gets better with age. I try to tell people, if you can keep from using it this year, think of it as a retirement health account instead of a current year health savings account. And David, you're going to touch on that a little bit, I know. But finally, let's talk about for the college savers out there. The Indiana 529 plan offers a $1,500 tax credit for a contribution of $7,500. That's up. They used to limit that tax credit to a $5,000 contribution. So that's gone up significantly in 23 and again in 24. And no matter where you're at, which of these plans you contribute to or all of them, now is always a good reminder. Even if you can stair step up those contributions a little bit, right now is a good time to do that.
Yeah, one quick comment on the HSA. There is an opportunity to do a one-time rollover from an IRA to an HSA tax-free. We typically wait till you're 65 and make that final contribution through a rollover. Another way to get taxable money into a tax-free account. All right, next up, Josh. Obviously, health insurance is on everyone's mind, whether you're retired, working, independent. Josh, take a minute and talk about our menu of options when it comes to health insurance, Medicare, and then I'll make a quick announcement about a new venture that we are formalizing here at CFC.
Yeah, Medicare, big years coming up for Medicare. This year is going to be, for 2024, the most people ever in the history of our world turning 65. So the baby boomers are coming of age. We're getting into the real thick of it right here, but Medicare is doing fine. I don't think Congress is going to cut anything right now or anytime soon. They want to keep people happy. So I wouldn't worry about that. It's a concern for a lot of people. And this is a interesting year. Also, this was the first year where Advantage plans actually flipped Medicare supplements by a little bit. It was about 51% to 49%. So that was very interesting. Advantage plans are starting to really pick up steam and popularity. And, also Medicare is going to be 174 and some change for 2024. So I just always say it's 175 a month. So be on the lookout for that. And some other big things, a lot of medications that have been expensive for people, particularly insulins, have been brought down a lot. So that's a lot of positives in the Medicare world and a lot of new attractive options via Advantage plans.
Yeah, so if anyone has any questions about Medicare supplements, get a hold of Josh. He is the guru of the office when it comes to that. Also, for 2024, we have always done retirement plans for companies, but we've never formalized that division. So Josh is actually heading up our new retirement planning division for 2024. So if you're a small company, anyone that would like to look at starting a retirement plan, get a hold of Josh. We'll make it happen. We have Ryan Belcher there at the middle bottom of the screen, batting cleanup, it looks like, before I take off and talk about a few last-minute things. Ryan, anything related to Monroe County School, Monroe County government, state government? I know you guys are specialists, you and Wayne, in that space, and we've been the advisor for Monroe County Schools and Monroe County government.
Yeah, so just a real quick reminder to make sure that you're taking advantage of the full employer match. Monroe County Schools and some of the other school systems we work with recently did bump up the match amount for certain employee groups. So just review that after the first of the year. Hopefully you're putting in more than enough to get the full match, but just make sure you're not leaving any money on the table there. If you're actively employed and you're planning to retire this year, you probably should come in and see us sometime before March to get your ducks in a row and get your retirement paperwork filed with the state. So that's March is kind of the deadline to do that. And then Wayne and I will be conducting virtual meetings in the spring where you can sign up for a time to meet with one of us, but we're always available. So if you have questions, want to look at your financial plan or just come in to see us or just shoot us an email, you can call or email us anytime for that information.
Thank you, Ryan. And then also related to tax documents, it's that time of year. Don't rush the gun here because you will get your IRA and 401k distribution 1099-Rs usually around the end of January, 1st of February, but it won't be until probably March before you'll be fully equipped to do your taxes for 2023. And just as a reminder, we do have qualified tax people on staff to prepare your tax returns. We've arranged for an expanded lineup of preparers, so they are ready to rock and roll for you. Again, it's usually around $149, professionally prepared, electronically filed, and then when we want to do some planning with you, we can easily access your tax returns. All right, up in the left-hand corner, sporting his Ole Miss pullover, I think it's the only clothes that he owns at Ole Miss, is Jared Crow. A lot of you have met Jared. He's worked directly with Angela and I for quite some 2.5 years now, going into our 3rd year soon. So Jared, just say hello to everyone and maybe just a couple things about being here at CFC.
Hey everybody, I am real and I do work with David, so I'm here if you need me. Don't hesitate to give me a call, and if I don't know the answer, I'll give it to David or one of the other guys and we'll get it taken care of for you.
All right, thank you, Jared. He is from Mississippi. He doesn't wear Ole Miss stuff just for fun. All right, finally, 2024. You know, you're seeing the 2025 Final Drive podcast that we do every couple of weeks, or the radio show that we do each and every week. But 2025, the Final Drive. That means when the current tax code expires and goes away for good, at least unless some legislative changes happen. So get with your guys. Let's get some major tax planning, Roth conversion planning done this year because the time is ticking. All right, a couple of things. Secure Act 2 updates here in 2024. We have some things that are coming into play. IRA catch-up contributions will now be indexed for inflation. That's new. Qualified charitable distributions from your IRA after 70.5 will also be increased with inflation. Matching contributions to your 401ks can actually go into your Roth now if your plan allows that. There's a lot of different things. Roth IRAs available to roll 529 money into. So if you have a dormant 529 college savings plan for your child, grandchild, and it's just not going anywhere, up to $35,000 can be rolled into a Roth IRA from the 529. So that's pretty big stuff. So those are some other new things coming online in 2024. Of course, 2023 is when they change the age for RMDs to 73 and a few other things as well. And then finally, upcoming events in 2024, we have a cybersecurity workshop coming soon. That's February 1st. We have another estate planning 101. It was so well received. We have another one in the spring that we'll be doing. We're going to do a dementia workshop dealing with dementia, which is close to my heart, in the springtime as well. We have Shred Day in May. Next year will be 30 years in business here at Comprehensive Financial, so there might be a lot of fun things to see there as well. So thank you for your continued trust and confidence that you place in all of us. We're here for you. We're excited about the new year, and that's about it. So I hope everyone has a happy new year, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.
The preceding program was brought to you by Comprehensive Financial Consultants and CFCI, which is solely responsible for its content. 674 South College Avenue, Bloomington, Indiana. Securities are offered through J.W. Cole Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC. Investment advice offered through CFCI and J.W. Cole Advisors. J.W. Cole Financial, J.W. Cole Advisors, and CFCI are unaffiliated entities.